Welcome to the PC Tech Rescue video series. My name is Joel.michalec. In this series, we will be looking at the program Ccleaner, which is available for free at Ccleaner.com. I've taken the liberty to open it, as you can see, and what this program does is it makes for an excellent first source of cleaning your PC. What Ccleaner does is, as you can see, first of all, the Cleaner program, which is open by default when you open the program, and that cleans out the Internet Explorer junk files, we'll say, to keep it, layman's terms, and your Windows Explorer system files, temporary files, check files, files that are unnecessary, that get backed up. In the other tab, Applications, all your other browsers that you may have will be there, as well as some other applications that do the same thing. And as you can see, you can uncheck these boxes or check them at will, but we'll keep them on the defaults for this demonstration. So we start with the Ccleaner part, and we click the Analyze button down here, and you'll see up here there'll be a status bar, and underneath of that it will start going through your files, looking for files that are unnecessary, and it will load them up. So we'll wait as that computes what it can clean, and then we'll continue. As you can see now, the analysis portion is complete. It's 100%, as you can see indicated up here. And this here represents the list of files and their size, how many files in each of the program groups that it determines are not needed. And as you can see, some of the big ones there are system temporary files and, of course, Internet Explorer temporary internet files. They're always large, bulky files that can back up your system. And think that these are items that sit in your hard drive, and it takes you longer as the user to seek and find things on your hard drive when you're opening programs. So I do want to put out one flag here under the Windows tab. Okay, it might be a good idea, and I'm going to do that to represent that it is a good idea, to uncheck memory dumps. And let me tell you why. When you have a PC technician looking at your computer because you've had blue screens of death, they need to look at those memory dumps that are created. So you may uncheck that and consider them safe to keep for your own review if you know how to review them, or they can be used by a PC technician to troubleshoot a problem with blue screens of death. So I did not have any in our example here, so we're ready to clean. If you are satisfied with the list, you can then come down here to the bottom right corner and you hit Run Cleaner, and it will give you a warning asking you if, or alerting you that the process is going to permanently delete what it analyzed. And you can, if you'd like, click Do Not Show this message all the time and hit OK. And that will go through it's going to show you again what it's doing. And of course the progress. And this will move a little faster, as you can see, because now it has taken the files and it is actually removing them from your system. And so once that is complete, then the cleaner portion of the Ccleaner module is complete. And then we're going to move on to the second tool in the program, which is the Registry Cleaner. So again, it will look the same, except now it's going to tell you it removed 531 megabytes in this example of files that were unnecessary on this computer. So we are going to move to the registry. You just have to click the registry tab on the left-hand side. Okay, and this is set up pretty much the same way, but instead of analyzing, we're going to scan for issues. Okay, you just click Scan for Issues. As a default, it is okay, I think, to leave all of these checked to make sure you maximize the potential for cleaning out your registry. And what this does, I'm going to hit Scan, and what this does is it goes through your registry, and the registry is something that you should not fool with if you're a novice. Now, the nice thing about Ccleaner is it's doing this in an automatically scripted way. It knows what it's doing. And it's going through and it's looking for things in your registry that do not make sense or work or are connected anymore. Shortcuts, different programs. Sometimes when you uninstall programs, some things get left behind. Every program that's in your system needs a registry key. So if the registry keys weren't completely deleted, it looks for things like that that have no connection whatsoever to your operating environment. And in this case, it's finished and we're at 100% on the status bar. So now, without question, I'm going to select the Fix the Issues, which is the button on the bottom right. Once that's clicked, you'll get a warning asking, do you want to back up changes to the registry? You always want to say yes, and you can leave the file name as the default. And unless you want to create a separate folder, I would say My Documents is a safe place to put it. And what that does is that makes a backup of the registry before any changes are made. That way, if you have a problem and something doesn't work right, you or your PC technician can restore that backup of the registry and probably get you working again. So without hesitation, I'm satisfied myself at how well this program works, which is why I recommend it. So I'm going to say fix all selected issues, which is 128 of them. And in a very quick fashion, it's going to run through and it's going to fix the issues. Now, whether it needs to relink up with something or delete registry keys, it's going to take care of that again in an automatic fashion. So with that, you can close that box there. Your registry is cleaned. And I'll just show you one other important point with Ccleaner. If you click the third tab down on the left, which is Tools, you'll find an uninstall feature. Okay, this is very similar to going into your add remove programs in your control panel, but I like this because sometimes if your add remove doesn't work or does not work as efficiently, usually this will. And for me, this is a nice bonus because you're already cleaning out the system. So you can take a look at this. You don't recognize something that's in there. You can uninstall it, and you don't have to go into your control panel. You can kind of do everything in one stop using Ccleaner. The other nice feature right underneath the uninstall is the startup, and that'll show you a list of everything that is starting up with your Windows. You can see this is a pretty clean computer as far as that. If you have a very large list, you should take a look at that. And anything that you do not use on a regular basis that's marked yes, you can just double click it. We double click it, it says no. Double click it again and it'll say yes. And it's simple as that. Or you can delete an entry if you like, or you can disable it, which will just do the same as double clicking. You can also save it to a text file if you're talking to a technician via the website, a web support, and they need to know what's starting up with the computer. You can save it to a text file and send the text file. It'll just put this into a text environment so they can read it remotely away from the computer. So these are the main important points of the Ccleaner program available at ccleaner.com. And it does auto update. It checks for updates automatically every time you open a program. It's recommended that you get the update every time, and it's updated usually once a week at a minimum. So this is a good first step. Look for our next in the series behind Ccleaner, which is going to show you how to use Defraggler, which is also from the people at Puriform who make Ccleaner. It's a more accurate, more robust, and more complete way of defragmenting your system drives. That'll be next up on the PC Tech Rescue video series. I'm Joel Michalec, and thanks for watching.